You know I'm back, like I never left. Another sprint, another step, another day, another breath. Been chasing dreams, but I never slept. I got a new attitude and a lease on life is a peace of mind. Seeking to find I can sleep when I die. Want a piece of the pie, got the keys to the ride and shit. I'm straight. I'm on my way. Get up my way. I'm running late. What can I say? I heard you died twice. Once when they bury you in the grave, and the second time is the last time that somebody mentions your name. So when I leave here on this earth, did I take more than I gave? Did I look out for the people, or did I do it all for fame? Legend is
Broke Panda Mine here. Check out my shit.
Exodus, searching for euphoria, trudging through the mud to find the present, no ignoring. I got 20,000 deep up in the street like we some warriors. My mama told me never bow your head.
I feel glorious, got a chance to start again.
All right, miners. Well, unless you've been living under a rock or don't like making money, you've probably noticed in the last 3 weeks that profitability is back across all devices, even including this GPU, since the launch of Quai Network's project. So probably about 3.5 weeks ago. And so if you own some GPUs, you can hop on over to the pool. And now, as you know, you can also mine with your script ASICs or your SHA-256, Bitcoin miners as well. And so if you don't own any of those, big boy ASICs, you also can mine with your solar miners, those solo, bit axes, or I'm going to show you something interesting that you can do in this video where you can actually rent a large amount of hash rate. And before doing so, check the price and project your profitability and do a little bit of arbitraging. And so you can use mining rig rentals for that, or NiceHash, or obviously you can do Chlor for Kapow. And there's just a lot of different options if you don't physically own a bunch of hardware and you kind of want to boost your hash rate. And so in addition to that, I also want to tell you guys about a neat giveaway that I'm going to be doing. So check out the rest of this video for details on the upcoming giveaway. So with that being said, let's hop on over into the computer and I'll show you exactly how you can do this. All right, so if you guys saw my video from a couple weeks ago, about 3 weeks ago, when Project SOAP for Quai Network originally launched, the market cap was just sitting around, I don't know, let's call it 15 million or so on December 17th. And since then, we have climbed up to 40, a high to date since the 17th of around 46, let's call it 45 million, which if you just take 45 million divided by 15, that's around a clean 3x in market cap since the launch of Project SOAP. Mind you, we're still early, but that is again, a 3xing in price. So if you were lucky enough to be buying Quai before that, or mining it, then you're probably not mad. So again, we're still early. Now, the other thing that I want to show you guys is a change over here in the profitability. Now I have this set around 10 cents. If you're hosting, you're at 8 cents, you're below that. If you're still mining, you're probably below the 8 cents even. For me, it's just kind of crazy seeing Quai dominating profitability on the ASIC charts. That is pretty interesting. Now, on the GPU side of things, it's somewhat of a similar story, but, there's the 3 different algos that you can mine, and I don't think the verdict's out yet, at least it's not for me, on, what is, the most profitable kind of hardware deployment. If you're better off with SHA or Script or Kapow, also known as CowPow. And so, with that being said, I just want to let you guys know I haven't really drawn my conclusion. I'm still kind of measuring, and I'm mining all 3 different algorithms. And as you might have guessed, I'm of course doing all my mining to my own pool, AlphaPool, the coolest pool and the best pool. And I've set this up so that you can pick between all three different algorithms. Everything's all housed under one roof here. So you just need to make sure that you're using the correct port for, Kapow, also known as Cowpow, or SHA, or Script. And I just got done adding some rankings and separating these independently. So that's fun. We can kind of see who's kicking whose butt over here. Also, even though things were mind-numbingly crazy in the month of December, if you're curious, just check out my X page here. I have documented in great detail the exact events that had occurred over the last 30 days that caused me lots and lots of stress. However, I survived. The pool is alive and well and growing, and I even managed to add some pretty fun and helpful, I hope, quality of life features. So, when you first start mining and you're wondering, oh my goodness, how long until my rewards unlock? Well, we solved that problem. You will now be able to see your reward unlock counter here, and some other quality of life features and a little bit of upgrades for mobile. Also, please wait for an entire 24 hours for accurate yield tracking. So just keep that in mind. The Coinbase scanner is on a rolling 24-hour window, so you won't really know exactly how much your daily yield was until that, full 24 hours has passed. So just make sure you're patient. If you have any questions, always just ping me in the Discord. So yes, I'm mining to my own pool, of course. And I am doing it with all three algorithms, and I'm constantly, I want to show you this little arbitrage trick. As you know, on mining pool stats, you can kind of check what other pools are out there, or if you're interested in solo mining, you can do that as well. So with all that being said now, I think we can kind of move on to the main purpose of today's video, which is kind of threefold. I just wanted to catch you guys up on how Project Soap's launch is going. It has so far taken over profitability across all devices with a little bit of fluidity there and some fluctuations, but that seems to be the case. You know how mining is, these things change fast. So things are good right now. Keep an eye on it and stay involved. I also wanted to let you guys know the pool is alive and well and healthy, and things are great, and we're adding features. And so, do your part to decentralize the hash rate. We should not all be mining to the same exact pool. There is Stratum X, so you can kind of easily solo mine if you're interested in that. You also can mine to a pool like mine that is smaller, or at least use some of the other pools besides like the one that has a whole shit ton of hash rate. And then lastly, I want to show you guys a neat little arbitrage trick that works, hopefully, if you do it correctly. And this is kind of what we've been up to in the Discord, is renting hash rate. But obviously, before doing so, you're going to want to run some calculations and see, is this going to be profitable? Because, you can also just buy Quai. But, I'm not a trader. I'm a miner. And so I like my, I like having a decent, profit loss statements here against my operation costs, and just kind of like having the coins roll in. And so, you shut down if it's irrational to mine and you're in the red. Well, this is a little bit of a different strategy. And so here I am over at miningrentals.com. And if you're not familiar, this is a place where you can use different coins, right? So Bitcoin or ETH or Doge or Litecoin to rent yourself some hash rate. And you can rent a decent chunk of hash rate here, and deploy that to, either, my pool or solo mining or whatever pool of your choice, and see if this is going to be profitable for you. Now, if you are interested in this strategy, I strongly recommend that you do not just ape into this without running some calculations. There are multiple different profitability calculators out there that we all know of, right? You got Hashrate.no, you got What to Mine, I think MinerStat as well. I need to update the calculator on my pool landing page. So don't use that until I update you guys that is fully accurate. That's pre-soap. So I just, want to be very clear about that. That actually still needs to be updated. So with that being said, you don't just want to blindly, buy a bunch of hash rate. As you can see, you can rent a crap ton of hash for, a maximum of 96 hours here. All the rentals are different, right? 150 hours. This is 30 terahash of script, right? So basically the mindset here is, and I've watched a couple of folks have profitability and success with this strategy, and so I'm currently in the middle of testing this myself with my first 24 hours of a script rental. And so the things you're going to want to monitor is, is Kapow more profitable right now, or SHA, or script? And once you make your choice, if you want to kind of like scale your profit margins a little bit, then you can kind of do whatever is comfortable and safe for you. I'm not about to rent 30 terahash of script. That's a lot. But whatever the amount you're comfortable with is, you need to run some projection calculations first. Now, we all know that mining profitability calculators are not perfect, so you don't really know until you know. But they're decent estimates, and they tend to be pretty good. My personal favorite is Hashrate.no, and so you can come over there, and before you rent anything or even consider it, you can take a look. Script has been, kind of what's been the most interesting to me the last several days from a profitability standpoint. You just come on over to the script calculator and find yourself a hash rate a rental that looks the most interesting to you. You can organize this by price per gigahash per day, which should give you the most efficient from a cost perspective, standpoint. Rental that you can then run your projected profitability calculations on. You can organize these by payments that they'll accept too as well. So here's like an 86 gigahash rental. It'll cost you this much for 24 hours, this much Bitcoin for 24 hours, which that much Bitcoin for 24 hours is about $78. So you could then take the amount of gigahash there and run those exact numbers. And basically the game is find the most cheap amount of hash that's within your comfortability range to try something like this. Run your profitability calculations. I recommend you use multiple calculators. And then if you're in the green, so let's say I'm going to spend $78 to mine Quai for 24 hours, but I'm going to yield $90 worth of Quai or $85 worth of Quai. Well, that's kind of interesting. And if you can find a rental that is, at a scale where those numbers get even more interesting, that is basically the game here. And so when you are doing this, if you're going to mine to my pool, or actually I think you want to make sure that for script and SHA, you are getting rentals with extra nonce support. You're going to need that. It makes mining smoother and connects better. Won't get into all the nitty gritty there, but you're just going to want to make sure you have that extra nonce support, which I have on this current rental. That somebody alerted me, this provider from I think Germany, has this extra nonce support, which is fantastic. And when they were done with the rental, they gave me the heads up, and I actually just scooped it up as soon as they were done because it's well priced. And so we're doing a little bit of profitability measuring there. Now, with all that being said, I think it's time to get into what some of you are probably watching this video for, which is the giveaway. Now, I have 2 L9s that are mining to my pool. I started mining, as you can see, about 4 days. I haven't gotten any payouts yet. As you know, with Quai, it's the 14-day Coinbase unlock period. So my first payout will be coming in about an hour. And I have these 2 L9s rocking out. And so the giveaway that I would like to conduct for you guys is that for 1 week, I will point one of my L9s to an address of your choice. Now, in order to be entered into this giveaway, I need you to comment down below and say AlphaPool is the best pool and the coolest pool, and then I will run a random comment picker, and whoever wins will get an L9 mining to their address for a week's time. So if you're interested in that, just comment below. AlphaPool is the best pool and the coolest pool, and that's really all you got to do. Oh, and you must be in the Discord to receive the reward. That is how the coordination will happen. So I will run the random YouTube comment picker next Friday, a week from today, at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. at which point you need to be in the Discord in order to claim your reward, okay? So make sure you comment you have a week to comment. You must be in the Discord. I will make sure to leave the usual links in the video description below so you can join the Discord ahead of time. And I will also announce the winner on X as well. But you need to, again, I can't reiterate this enough. You need to be in the Discord in order to receive the reward. So that's it. Hopefully, you guys find that interesting and somebody can win a decent amount of hash rate. The caveat is that I will be pointing it to my pool at an address of your choice. So you will be mining Quai. So make sure you have a Pelagus wallet address. I'll leave links in the video description for everything. That's really all I have for you guys today. I just wanted to kind of catch you up, let you know how the SOAP launch is going, let you know how the pool is going, and just kind of an update on what we've been up to in the Discord with kind of like arbitraging some of these rentals, and profitability is looking okay. Things are looking pretty cool. So hope things stay good and stay green. Thanks for watching, and comment down below if you want to hop in on the giveaway. See you later.